this is something that it drives me crazy. Have you ever had a pair of fishing grips, fishing pliers, where the jaws you squeeze them too hard and they don't line up? Well, that's what we're dealing with. Let me show you an easy fix that you'll never have to worry about this kind of a thing again. All right, guys, stay with me. Okay guys, I am here at Walmart and I'm looking at some fishing pliers. Now, just want you to know, these aren't but $3.46, but you get what you pay for. And I have gone through several pairs of these things, so I would suggest that you don't buy any of these. Over here, we have some more strong fish skinning pliers. They're 1988. They're made by Ugly Stick. Supposedly they have a 7-year warranty, but they're $20. So looks like they have pretty good grips on them. Made out of steel. But do I want to spend $20? No. Got a better idea. Pulling up to one of my favorite stores. All right guys, we are at Harbor Freight. You can buy you some nippers like these. These are 10-inch nippers, end nippers. These are by Doyle. You don't need $15.99 for what we're going to use them for. Just buy you some of these Pittsburgh nippers. These are $8.99 right here, $8.99. These end nippers really will come in handy. I'll show you what we're going to use them for. Been to Harbor Freight and I bought some heavy duty 10-inch end nippers. These were $8, okay? Show you what we're going to do. I'm going to take you in the shop. We're going to make a heavy duty pair of fish skinning pliers. We're using these 10-inch end nippers. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take them out of the package, open them up, and you're going to place them. You're going to place them in your vise. Okay, just snug. You don't have to really crimp down, just snug. Keep them open. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take, these are really sharp when they come out of the package. They're made for nipping nails into, the heads off of bolts or screws. They're end nippers, okay? And so what we're going to do is we're going to take a 4-inch grinder. We're going to use a 60 grit flapper wheel. And all we're going to do is we're going to blunt the jaws on each side of this 10-inch end nipper, okay? We're just going to blunt them. So they should be opened up as far as you can get them. Snug them down in your vise. And blunt these end nippers, okay? Do the same thing with the other side. I'm going to turn it around so sparks don't hit the camera. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it to where my jaws still close. And you can see I got them a little bit off. So I've got to make sure that they're flush. But I've got this one squared off. Now I need to square this one off and then make sure that they flush. And then you'll have a great pair of fishing pliers. Same thing. You can stick them down in your vise, open them way up like this so you can get in there with a grinder, snug them down. You don't have to squeeze them and bend the jaws. Snug them down. I've got this one done. Now you're you're gonna have to do this several times to make sure that the jaws close together. So I've got a little bit of a gap in there, and that probably really won't hurt because I just don't want to be able to use, I just don't want that to cut through the skin on the catfish, okay? So we're gonna try, I may need a little bit more on this one here. You can pick these up for about $8 at Harbor Freight, $8 or $9. And you'll never have to buy another set of fish pliers again after you do this. Just you want to make sure they stay oiled. This is carbon steel. After it gets water and fish stuff on it, it will tend to rust. Just make sure you clean them with soap and water after you're done and spray them real good with some kind of a light oil, WD-40 or something. See how they close now. Again, just a little bit more. I'd like to get them as flush as possible. Threw that right at my camera. I'm glad I got a screen protector on. Okay, I've closed my gap and the jaws are really flat. Now I can go and use them to skin my fish. All right, guys, take you back out there and we'll do some skinning with them. I've got a few catfish here that we've been out on the lake this morning and we've caught. These aren't some very big ones, but the process is the same no matter what. All right, today, guys, I am going to skin a catfish, but I'm going to use, instead of my little fish pliers that are made out of aluminum and that are really weak, and I bend the jaws on them, you can see they don't line up. What I'm going to do is I have taken a pair of end nippers, and I have just barely ground the point off the jaw and made it square. Let me see if I can zoom in. You can see that square jaw right here, how it's not pointed anymore, it's just square. I did it on both sides. Now when it closes, it won't cut through the fish skin, it'll just pinch it, and I can use these to pull, and I won't ever have to buy another pair of fish pliers. Let me show you how they work. Put these over here. Went fishing this morning, caught a few catfish. I'm gonna put him here on my fillet table. Take my fillet knife. I always like to stick them in the brain so that they try to put them somewhat out of their misery, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take and cut down the side, just like I normally do. Turn this where you can see, maybe. Take and I'm gonna cut down the side, okay? I'm gonna roll him over, and I'm gonna cut from this bone right here behind his gill to the top here. I'm not cutting real deep, I'm just cutting the skin because I'm gonna skin him. All right, a lot of people will eat the belly fat, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take and go right behind this little pectoral fin, and I'm just gonna go right there. And what I've done is I've made a little V in this fish to where I can grab that and with my pliers and pull it, okay? As you can see, that's how this is going to work. But before I do that side, go ahead and same thing on the other side. Watch your fingers. All right. So I'm gonna take my heavy duty skinning pliers. I'm gonna grab that fish skin, pull it off. And now, by flattening those jaws, I have not caused them to where now they won't cut through the skin. They'll just allow me to grab the skin and pull it off. I've got my catfish skinned. They work great. Got my catfish skin, lay them aside, take my fillet knife, go right behind that and right down through the backbone, twist it, pull it, pull all of those guts and those bellies. I can get in here with my skinning pliers and I can pull all that stuff out. I know that's not the prettiest thing. And there is the catfish. All right. Now I'm gonna put my thumb right here in its belly. And I'm gonna just put that fillet, go all the way down, raise it up just a hair. Ah, broke my knife. I have never in my life broke a knife, fillet knife. Luckily, I have several. Maybe I won't break this one. Take my sharpener. I've never ever broke a fillet knife. These are the $3 or $4 fillet knives that you get at Walmart, and I've got several of them. Take him. There you go. First fillet. Roll it over. There's your second fillet. And after you get, I can't believe I broke that knife. That blows me away. After you get that, you take it, you turn it up on its side, and you're gonna go right down beside that backbone, all the way down to its rib cage, and you're gonna fillet that meat like that right off of that fish. Nothing but a nice fillet. Go the other side, turn your tail the other way, watch your fingers, go right down beside the backbone. Fillet it right off that rib cage. You can see the ribs in there, but I left them behind. Nothing but a nice fillet or a steak of catfish. A lot of times what you can do with these, I like to cut them in half like that. They cook faster and I end up with more pieces of fish for people. Just like that. These here, small fillet. And two others. There's three. Like that. Right down the middle. There you go. So what you do is you bring your new fish pliers in. Make sure you wash them really good with soap and water. Get all any fish residue out. And you set them aside and you let them dry. Okay? That's how you're going to clean them. In a minute, we're going to oil them. All right, guys, so I've taken and I've cleaned my pliers and I've let them dry real good. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take and I'm going to just coat them with WD-40. You can coat them with any kind of light oil. It can be that 3-in-1 oil or whatever. I like this just because it's a spray. Coat them, let it sit on there, and they'll be ready to go the next time. Guys, I hope you like this video. If you've learned something today, like and subscribe, and try these end nippers for your next set of fishing pliers. You will not regret it. You'll have a better grip. You'll have a lot more strength to pull the hide off of a catfish. Work good for deer hunting, and they work good for cleaning hogs too. So give them a try and see what you think, guys. I'm gonna put all mine under this grill, keep them out of the weather, and I always lay mine, if you can see there, I always lay mine on something, plastic or something, so that they're not touching something metal. I want them to be on something plastic so that they won't tend to rust. And that's how we do it, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. We'll see you soon in the next one.